Hello, Mary. The chocolate cake from the shop on 5th Street, the package for Mr. Johnson, and mustn't forget the massage. I'm counting on you to get it all done. You haven't forgotten now, have you?
Right. You want me to pick up the usual chocolate cake down at the cake shop on 5th Street? And this Mr. Johnson, he's the acquaintance of yours, if I remember correctly, is that right? You're asking me to pick up a package from him, is that right?
Are you dense? Of course that's what I mean. He's sending me a package, so make sure you pick it up.
Right, and about the massage, I wasn't sure what you meant by that. Do you want me to make an appointment at a massage place or something?
What I mean is, when you get home, I want you to massage my feet. Do I really have to explain every little thing to you, for Pete's sake?
Yes, well, I'm sorry. I was just, I didn't want to misunderstand you. Just making sure I got it right, that's all.
Yeah, well, I figured as much. I suppose I was too naive to think that a slow-witted daughter-in-law would understand my needs. I wish my real daughter would just hurry up and get back from overseas, and then I wouldn't have to ask you. It's just so tiresome to have to explain everything to you.
Yes, it would be nice if she were here, huh? I heard that she's in China now, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. She's a very competent girl, unlike some people I know. I mean, to be in a position to work overseas, in another country, a different language and culture, it's no easy task. She's just nothing compared to my son. Who would have thought his sister would be the more business-minded one?
But you must admit, Harold is doing his best. He's actually doing quite well at his job.
I'm sure he's trying, but just doing well isn't going to get him very far. He isn't going to achieve very much, I can tell you that. I know that you want to speak well of him. He's your husband, after all. But he's always been slow, just no style or finesse.
Really? Why do you say that? I don't think so at all.
You just haven't known him long enough. All his life, everything is so bland and boring, no progress at all. And to top it all off, look who he went and married, for God's sake. A plain Jane like you? Oh, figures.
I'm really sorry if I wasn't able to live up to your expectations, Mother.
Oh, no use worrying about it now. Maybe it's for the better. Two boring people, you're the perfect match.
I'm really sorry I can't be more of a help to you. I wish I could do more.
But I suppose there has to be someone around with nothing to do, huh? I mean, who would take care of all my errands if not for you and Harold, right? Oh, now that I think about it, I guess it wasn't all that bad that I was able to give birth to him.
Do you really have to belittle your son that way? I mean, he's your own flesh and blood. I thought you'd be a little more loving toward your own son.
All I'm doing is stating the facts, and besides, it's not as if you guys aren't benefiting from all this yourselves. You get to live in our house. I bet it saves you quite a bit. I mean, live in a nice house, rent-free, how can you beat that? You guys sure are lucky that my daughter is currently working overseas.
It's not if we're living with you so that we can save on rent. The reason why we moved in with you is mainly because you were ill and could only get around in a wheelchair. We moved in with you to help you out.
Yeah, you say that like you're doing me a favor, but you guys seem to be putting a big chunk of your monthly salary in the bank.
Well, that's because we'll need money in the coming years. We just want to be prepared is all. We were saving every month even when we lived apart. That hasn't changed.
Well, then if you have all that money saved, why not make my life easier? Isn't it the responsibility of the younger generation to make life easier for older folks like me?
Mother, have you forgotten about that Blu-ray TV series that we bought for you last month? You love that show, so we bought you all 5 seasons of it.
Oh, you think that's enough? I could have just ordered that on the net by myself if I wanted to. Anyway, I can't get outside. It's a necessity for me. I need a break every now and again, and those videos relieve the stress. It's like therapy. And anyway, Mary, are you working all day at home?
Yes, that's right. I do some translation work at home whenever I have time. So that means you must have more money to spend on me, right?
You're using me as an excuse to live here, and on top of that, you're working while doing so. Seems I should be compensated, huh?
Like I said, Mother, we moved in with you so we could help you out, not so we can save money.
Yeah, are you sure about that? Well, when it comes down to it, you're not really my daughter, so I bet you're all just talk, and you're actually skimping on your chores so you can make money on the side.
How could you say that? I would never do such a thing.
Anyways, just so you know, I bought some things on the net the other day, COD. Could you pay for it when it arrives?
Huh? Pardon me, am I hearing you right? You bought something again? Didn't you just buy something last week? I had to pay for that too.
Please, would you stop with the nitpicking? When sitting at home all day like I do, you tend to want to do some shopping. What can I say? Shopping is about the only thing I can enjoy. If you really care about how I feel and want to help me out, well, the least you can do is satisfy my needs. That's what you're here for, right? Mary, are you seeing this message? Where the hell are you? I need you home right this minute.
I'm sorry, Mother. I'm still at the hospital. The exam hasn't even started.
What? Are you serious? You're not done yet?
Yes, it's very crowded here today. It was a 3-day weekend, so maybe that's why.
I can't believe that you would catch a cold when you know that you have to take care of me. What were you thinking? You're really useless, Mary.
I'm sorry, Mother. What's the hurry, if I may ask? Did something happen?
I had second thoughts about the clothes I was going to wear. I wanted to try something else. I was hoping you would help me change.
But wasn't my husband at home today? He could help you out.
I asked him to go out shopping for me, so he's out at the moment.
I see, but I have a cold right now. I wouldn't want you catching my cold, so I think it would be best that we not see each other. I hope you understand. Could you ask my husband to help you when he gets back?
You really expect me to undress in front of my son? Oh, come on, Mary. You're a woman. You know that much.
Yeah, right. Sorry about that.
I mean, besides, you helped me change this morning, right? We met face to face before you realized you had a temperature, and I'm fine. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Okay, Mother, if you insist. After I see the doctor, I'll head back home and help you get changed. How's that?
Why didn't you just say you would do it when I asked you? Oh, such a hassle. Boy, oh boy, you two are totally useless, you know that? I really wish my daughter was here with me right now, taking care of me. Things would be so much easier.
Yes, I agree.
Knowing my daughter, she would take action before I even asked her. She's always been like that. I think she got that trait from me, you know. She's so quick-witted.
Yes, I agree. She works really fast, too. Anything she does, it's done just like that. She also puts people's feelings into consideration, too. Yes, no denying that.
But on the other hand, because she's such a competent worker, she ends up being super busy and always in demand. Which leaves me with you two, the loser couple. Why was I dealt this hand? I wonder if it's a curse that she's too competent.
Hey, how about this then? Why don't you have a professional care worker take care of you? They are very competent, way better than us.
Pardon me? What do you mean a professional care worker?
Like a helper, you know, like a nurse and maid combined.
What are you saying, that I let a stranger into my house? No way I'm going to let a stranger take care of me. What if this person steals money or something valuable in the house?
This would be the person's job. I doubt that would happen. Anyway, the person would be employed by a company, so there would be certain guarantees, I'm sure.
How could you know that? People are people, you know. Mary, I never thought you would stoop so low. You're talking about letting some stranger take care of your mother-in-law? How could you? How could you even suggest something like that?
I'm really sorry, but I didn't mean anything by it. Just a suggestion. And I thought with just me and Harold, we weren't adequate enough for you.
Well, if you think you need to satisfy me, then work harder at it, would you? Just because you want to get out of doing chores, don't go wasting your time thinking up lame excuses.
Yes, Mother. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
I thought my son was a total loser. I should have known that my loser son would choose a loser wife. This is a time in my life when I most need someone to take care of me, and I get stuck with you two. I let this go on, and my life expectancy shrink drastically.
Hello, Mother. Are you there? I'm really sorry, but I'm here at City Hall. But the reception area is jammed packed, and I may be a little late getting home. I think it's going to take at least another 30 minutes or so. I hope that's okay.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll wait as long as it takes. Not a problem. Take your time.
Are you sure? I mean, seriously? Okay, then I would be grateful.
Actually, I just got some wonderful news.
Wonderful news, huh? I wonder what that could be.
My daughter's coming back home. I just received news from her.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Harold was talking about that the other day.
Pardon me, did you already know? Why didn't you tell me right away then?
Yes, well, your daughter said that she wanted to surprise you, and so we didn't say anything.
Oh, that silly girl. She wanted to surprise me, huh? Well, I'm certainly surprised and overjoyed. She's always been like this, mischievous. She's such a delight. So now that she's coming back, I want you guys out of the house ASAP. I'll give you guys 3 days. That should be more than enough.
Excuse me? You want us out of the house in 3 days? You can't be serious.
That's right. My daughter will be back in 3 days. I want you people out when she arrives.
That's impossible. 3 days isn't just enough. At least wait for us to find a place first. Couldn't you at least do that for us?
No, sorry, can't do that. Anyways, I wanted you guys out of the house for a while now, and now that time has come, and I want you out ASAP.
I see. So there's no way you'll give us more time.
That's right. From now on, my daughter will take good care of me. And so I have no need for you guys anymore. Just get your things all packed and out of here in 3 days.
I'm not sure how to say this, but the person I'll be looking after you will be the person from the facility.
Pardon me, what are you blabbering about? What are you talking about, facility?
How can I put this? The person that will be looking after you will be someone from the nursing care facility.
Nursing care facility? No one mentioned anything about nursing care.
I heard that your daughter is coming back so that she can arrange for putting you into a nursing home.
Have you lost your mind? She would never do that. She said she was coming home to live here at this house.
Oh, really? Is that what she said?
I know what you're trying to do, Mary. You're trying to make my daughter out to be the villain, aren't you? That's how you're trying to take over this place. That's it, isn't it? You people are unbelievable. To think that you were conniving with my son behind my back. I knew I could never trust you and Harold. I already decided that I would hand over the house to my daughter, not to you people.
We had no intention of receiving that home. We intend to buy a house soon, so we really don't need that house. All I ask is that you sit down and talk to your daughter and listen to what she has to say. I'm just saying that because you tend to only hear what you want and shun all negative topics.
So I tell you to get out of the house and now you start trash-talking me?
Think what you will. I probably won't be seeing or talking to you anymore, so. Harold and I have done all we could to be of help to you, but to no avail. But despite us trying so hard, you tell us to get out in 3 days? I really never expected that.
I let you live here in this home for free. What more do you want?
You do realize that we paid for all expenses. You're included while living here, right? We didn't exactly live there completely free of charge.
Oh, please don't give me that crap. Paying for all expenses is part of living here, obviously.
Oh, yeah? So it's obvious that we have to pay for all your online shopping too, huh? That's all part of living expenses?
That's right. After all, I'm the landlord.
Very well, Mother, if you insist. We will have our things packed and moved out in 3 days as you wish.
Yes, well, just do it as soon as possible. After 3 days, I'll be done with you and my useless son. Good riddance. Mary, are you there, Mary? I want you to come over here right this minute, please.
Pardon me, what are you talking about?
If you don't come over, I'll be sent to the nursing home. You have to help me.
Oh, about that. Yeah, I know all about it. I told you that last week. In fact, I mentioned it numerous times.
I never thought my own daughter, my loving daughter, would betray me like she did. How could she? Can you believe it? To put her own mother into a nursing home against her will?
Well, actually, if there's nobody to look after you, seems like the only option left. I'm sure your daughter means well.
Nobody to take care of me? Are you serious? There's you guys. You guys can take care of me.
Pardon me? I'm sorry, but we have no intention of ever taking care of you again. We learned that lesson the hard way.
I'm saying that you and Harold can live here again, free of charge.
I'm sorry, but we'd rather not live with you again.
Are you kidding me? Even if it's free of charge? That's an offer you can't refuse, right?
Actually, we refuse. You know what, Mother? You say free of charge, but now that we're moved out, we actually saved quite a bit of money. No more useless expenses.
You're talking to your husband's mother, for God's sake. I am your mother-in-law. I don't want to hear any more of your lame excuses. Just get back here ASAP.
Sorry, that's not going to happen, Mother. Actually, Harold and I were thinking of cutting all family ties with you.
What? Are you serious? You want to cut family ties? Where does that leave me?
I don't know, and I don't care. You've always treated my husband, your son, as some lowlife and really trashed us at every turn. We felt sorry for you, and we felt we should at least take care of you in your old age, and the fact that you were in a wheelchair. You needed assistance, and we stepped in to help, but all we got in return was constant criticism. Never a kind word from you for all we did for you. It was a total waste of time for us and emotionally stressful, to say the least.
Then why did you continue taking care of me?
Well, that's because your daughter promised she'd put you in a nursing home as soon as she got back from her overseas assignment, that's why. We figured we could hold out until then.
Huh? You're not serious. My daughter said that?
I know you were always praising your daughter any chance you got, but it seems that your daughter really hated that. It was apparently pretty embarrassing for her, as a matter of fact.
That's not true. How could you say that?
Really? Then why would she put you in a nursing home? Why doesn't she just live with you and take care of you then? What I hear is that you pressured her into going to the best school and entering the best company and so forth and so on, always demanding she be the best. She says she wasn't even able to enjoy her life with her best friends. She says it was a tough time for her growing up under your watchful eye. So it seems she had no intention of taking care of you from the very beginning. She intended to have you put in a nursing home right from the get-go.
But I spent that money on her education, everything.
That was all for your own satisfaction. It was for her or for anybody else. It was for you. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is that my husband and I don't want anything to do with you anymore. We've been patient all this time, never getting angry and letting you have your way only because we knew this day was coming and that we just had to hang in a little longer. When that day has arrived, not more. I bet you're super shocked that the daughter you held in such high esteem would send you away to a nursing home.
Mary. Oh, so that's how you felt. Okay then, all right. I'll pass the house on to Harold. He can inherit the house. How's that? Then would you guys come back and live with me, take care of me so that I won't be...
Won't be sent away. Like I said, Mother, we're set to buy our own home, so we don't need yours.
But then that would mean I would have to live in that nursing home. I can't do that. I won't. I don't want to live the rest of my life surrounded by decrepit old people. And besides, I'm fine. I'm not senile. I can think straight. Please don't put me in there. And I don't want some stranger taking care of me, watching my every move. It would be like prison, for God's sake.
I really don't see why you wouldn't be overjoyed. I mean, to be put in a nursing home seems like a great opportunity. Everything would be taken care of. You wouldn't have to cook or anything. Or would rather just live in that house all alone. I think that would be way more difficult to be at home alone.
If you guys would just live with me again, there wouldn't be a problem. So please, we can live like we've been for the past year. Oh, please, Mary, I beg of you.
Live with you as before? Are you serious? No way I'm going to live through that again. After trash-talking us all this time, treating us some lowlife, calling us names, and you have the nerve to ask us to live with you again after kicking us out? Seriously?
I'm sorry, Mary.
A little late for that, don't you think? I will never forgive you for treating my husband like you did all these years. He deserves better than that. You should be more appreciative of your daughter. She's providing you with a comfortable place to live in your old age. Everything done for you. No more worries, and you should be elated.
If I enter that home, I won't have any more freedom. And I also read somewhere that once you go into a nursing home, you get older way quicker. I'm not senile yet. My head is clear. So please, Mary, help me.
The predicament you're in is all due to actions that you took. It's all your responsibility. You put yourself into this. I see no reason or any advantage to help you out in any way. While taking care of you, we became emotionally stressed out, and we used a considerable amount of money satisfying your needs. I even came down with a fever and had to go to the hospital, but still I was made to do errands for you. But we were always planning to move out once your daughter got back, so it doesn't really matter now. But don't forget, you're the one that kicked us out of that house, and you only gave us 3 days to pack and leave.
I feel really bad about it now. Please forgive me for that. So please, give me one more chance. Please come back. I promise you I won't cause any more trouble. I won't ask you to do chores, please.
Impossible. You're the one who always complained about how we cared for you and you now want us back? Well, you finally got rid of us. You should be happy. Everything turned out the way that you always wanted.
I'm not happy. That's why I'm asking you back. Why can't you understand my feelings? Mary, please, you've taken care of me for a long time. You understand how I feel. Please, I beg of you.
Sorry, Mother. I could never replace your daughter. She knows what's best for you. I mean, I'm only a useless daughter-in-law. I just hope you enjoy living at your new home. All those care workers taking care of you, you'll have a wonderful retirement. Several days later, my mother-in-law was taken to a nursing home by her daughter. Apparently, she didn't have much savings left and was put into an inexpensive nursing home out in the suburbs. I heard the place was a little run down and not too sanitary. As for Mother, she was still adamant about going home and refused to enter the home, but despite her pleading, she was left at the home in the care of the facility care workers. Since then, we haven't had much contact with her. If any contact was forthcoming, it was all through the facility administration. There were several messages from administration saying she wanted to meet with her daughter, but all such requests were ignored. As for the house, she had already passed the deed over to her daughter. She subsequently sold it and gave us half of what it sold for as part of our inheritance. The other half went to supporting payment for the nursing home. My husband and his sister said they planned to live their lives as they saw fit without their mother looking over their shoulders at every turn. They said that they were so relieved to finally be free of their mother's obsessive scrutiny. As for Harold and I, we used that money from the inheritance and the money that we had saved and built our dream home. Despite how my mother-in-law described my husband, Harold is a loving and caring husband, and what's more, I love him, and I plan on spending the rest of my days with him.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.